Hey, folks, we are live from Arden's Music. Hey, Tim, why don't you get on camera?
Just 1 second.
All right, fine, you stay off camera. I'm Ben, he's Rich. Oh, look who just literally signed
And look who we got here.
Tim Griffin.
It's been a while.
It has.
It's been too long.
I know.
It's been far too long.
Far too long.
Well, I'm glad to have you guys back.
Indeed. Always good to be back.
And thanks for having us.
Anytime,
In the
guys.
Trenton
Anytime at
location,
all.
Arden's Music.
Yes, ardensmusic.com. 3 brick and mortars, plus the universe of the web. Awesome stuff. I'm going to angle that down a bit more in a sec, but we can show off this top row of guitars in the meantime. So I'm just going to not bury the lead anymore. New Fender Performer Series. Oh.
Look at it.
Look
Yeah,
at
it's Performer
So
Series.
excited to have these
And,
guitars in.
It's in a satin sonic blue. Yeah. Yeah, I said that.
And check out this
Satin
funky trem
sonic
system.
blue. With the vintage style trem, that's sonic
System?
blue. With the vintage style trem, it's pretty wild. Tim and I were just saying, I've never seen that on a Mustang model outside of vintage Mustangs. Like,
Yeah.
some people don't like it, some people do like it. I think it just, the Mustangs need that weird looking giant lipstick.
Okay, I was like, what?
doodad.
I thought this one had a 3-bolt. I went, oh no, that was something else I was playing with earlier, folks, that you'll see shortly.
Yeah, it's super sharp.
And I don't know how much you looked at it. My cool thing with this bridge here is like when you were using it, it's not just the bar at the back, but the actual bridge itself.
Yeah, kind of like on a jazz map.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And it's got the rollers on it there now too, so you're not going to run into
The traditional
issues that you run
snagging
into
issues
with.
or strings
Yeah.
popping.
And I
out
want
of
to point out those
slots.
are not EMG pickups in it.
They're not.
Okay.
Again, redesigned pickups for the new American Performer stuff.
Yeah.
I don't remember the details on the pickups off the top of my head.
Nah.
But
I'm sure
they're
they're
new.
good.
I'm
US
not sure. Ben probably showed you the back of the headstock, but I'll show you guys again.
Corona, California.
Corona.
And you know what? We're not backwards this
Tuners.
episode either. For the
So
first
you can
time ever,
actually read
this is
that,
not a
folks.
Lefty Emporium.
Yeah, you'll be able to read it.
All the guitars we're showing you tonight are in fact
I know.
right-handed.
How interesting is that to be here at Arden?
Yeah, and you know, everyone thought we were a bastion of left-handed guitars here, yo. Like,
So,
Yeah, that
super
Mustang.
cool Mustang.
yeah, grab that
So
down.
And what else do we have here, folks? Well,
Number 2, again from the new American Performer series, this beautiful, beautiful Honeyburst Stratocaster. So in love with it. Again, an amazing rosewood fretboard. Fender's new machine heads. They're calling them classic gear tuners. So they look a lot like the older vintage style, but they're actually an 18:1 gear ratio now. And no more screws in the back. You see just those regular classic hex nuts right on the top. Just makes everybody's life so much easier.
I think that's a wonderful.
Yeah, so it's got the total vintage trim. I'm seeing 6 screws. It's got the saddles I don't like, but it's a vintage trim, so I get it, folks.
Also, I just remembered, as looking at it, your pole pieces on your pickup are all equal height.
Oh, yeah, I see that. And if I'm not mistaken, that looks at least a 9.5 radius.
Traditional line.
Oh, and let's talk about this little doohickey here.
Yeah. So
Push-pull on your bridge tone.
you got it.
So if it's in, folks, you get your awesome bridgey
Pull the
tone.
chat up here.
Yes, I was going to have you do that, please.
Totally forgot.
When we pull it out, we get the bridge and the neck together.
Yeah.
Expect a vid up on that within 24 hours. We both shot videos on these 2 performers. We took turns, guerrilla style.
The Mustang's real nice.
Yeah, and this
Real
thing,
nice.
it's interesting because there is a difference between using these 2 pickups and these 2 pickups. I did hear a little bit of a
You get
tonal
almost
difference.
a bit of a telly kind of sound.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Closer.
Here, you check
But
that out.
the big
Oh,
feature,
and-
which I can't
and the
believe
no-
you didn't mention,
There's like no finish on the neck.
If you've ever played a Squire Affinity, that like silky, silky, silky neck they have,
Only smoother.
smoother. Like it's
Let's take a look
unbelievable the
there.
neck on
Yeah.
this.
Wow, we
There's-
got a ton of people in here.
Yeah.
It's about the
we're pretty
closest you
pretty
could get to bare naked wood without actually being
bare naked wood. Let's see
It's a really slick Strat, and again, it sounds absolutely fabulous.
It's
Plays
so nice.
just
Awesome.
like a dream.
Let's see, who do we got roll call tonight?
And the giant old 70s style logo.
Yes. We have,
Taking out the
Giant
stool.
CBS headstock.
I believe, I don't know if you met him or not. He came down here for a visit one time. Guitar Hack in July. Actually, no, it was it was like lunchtime. You probably weren't here.
No, I don't think I met him. I met Mr. Reno Fin.
Yes, you did. You met Travis. Yeah, let's, Reno Fin.
Mention Reno Fin
Fin.
Guitars.
Reno Fin.
Reno Fin
Reno
Guitars. Travis Taylor out of Victoria,
Apologies.
BC. Great stuff.
Yes, fantastic stuff.
Order your Ben Coombs signature telly now.
Check them out. They got lots of cool stuff, including somebody's signature model Telecaster.
Or you can buy just the pickups.
I might.
Did
Or
you know
his
that?
signature
I
model
didn't.
P90
Oh,
pickups.
I
Also.
have a P90 guitar that needs new pickups.
Well,
You
I think I can hook you up.
All right.
Yeah.
You can do a set of pickups.
Yes, and we've got Terry's GG&G in the house. Awesome. We have my sister Amanda.
Hello, everyone. I'm kind of dropping the ball on hellos, but hello.
JP
hello,
Page
hello,
2.
hello.
Adam
Hola.
AVH. Michael B. out of
Greetings,
Massachusetts. We got Toxic Guitar.
salutations.
He's back at YouTube again. He
Awesome.
took a break. He's
Hello
back.
there.
Check out Toxic Guitar, folks. We got EJ's Guitars.
Hey.
We've got Jeff Harper. We've
Hello.
got Rick Hefner.
Hello.
We've got Mitch Heyman.
Salutations.
Todd Flowers.
Greetings.
Metal Stage O.
Greetings.
Speaking of guys on hiatus, and now they're back. Dan Sullivan, the gambler himself.
Bienvenidos.
Brian Cote. Man,
Hello.
we got a lot of Ontario boys in the chat tonight. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I'm counting like half the chat's Ontario people. So we're global.
Nice. In Ontario.
But,
But
yeah.
we've got a heavy Ontario fest. Which is
Brian
said
Fingerless
That's
Guitars.
our backyard, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's our backyard.
Awesome. Everyone's saying hey to each other. Awesome. So if
Yeah.
you guys have any questions or if you see something you want to see some more of, I see they were saying, okay, that's cool, the Performer Series stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very nice.
Love,
There's a few more back
Mayhem
there,
loves my
Worship.
hat. Thanks, man.
My
Yeah.
Mustang fever's been reignited, and it's
Like
like an old
Such a
old
good time.
Mustang that's gone lame.
I'm
It had
gonna
been put out
before
to
we show off
pasture,
that
but
one
it's-
guitar in the end that we
it's
talked
been
about earlier.
inflated.
I'm waiting for a certain
Yeah.
couple of
Mustang.
people to jump in the
Should we
chat.
go with the other one that we talked about that's not quite closer to the end then?
Well, I was thinking, the one that I think has the paint from one company on the body of another company.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a select one to show off.
Yeah.
This thing, folks.
This is
Oh,
this is nice.
So we got a Telecaster Custom. Super awesome guitar. This
Black
is one
logo.
of the one of their Mexican series. I forget what it is named off the top of my head.
but
Regular old maple neck.
look at
with
the
that,
color, folks.
Look at that.
That awesome,
Look at that.
awesome metal flake orange finish.
Yeah.
Humbucker in the neck, the tele single coil in the bridge.
And that is a wide range.
I would have to look it up and see.
I
Their
believe
new version
new
of
version
the
of a
wide
Oh,
range.
you didn't show the neck joint.
I didn't.
Check this out,
You're
folks.
correct.
Here's
We
something
got
you don't
the,
see every day.
No, the classic 3-bolt with a tilt adjustment. That tiny little hole right there. So cool.
All right, so somebody asked if we could pan the guitars. So what I shall do
You do that.
is pick up this, and then we're going to flip this around. Hey, folks, it's Arden's music. There's some basses. There's some acoustics. Oh, there's some ukes. I'm covering the microphone. Hey, there's Richie. We're going to pan back, pan back, pan back. Hey, there's that sexy beast, Tim. Yes. Brian says thank you. You're more than welcome. So for those that are new to the channel, you guys carry Fender. I'm seeing Epiphones. I'm seeing Jacksons. I'm seeing Ibanez.
LTD.
You still have your LTDs? Yes,
still
good,
do the
good.
LTDs.
All right, well, you can't keep them in stock, apparently. Gretsch, yeah.
We're stocked, man.
There we go. All right.
On the acoustic side.
Oh,
We
God,
got
love the
24,
tats.
well, now 23. Apparently I made somebody seasick. Well, there we go. I think that's, hey, Hans.
We're getting
30.
volume complaints. So, in true Connects with Guitars fashion,
We don't have the iPad tonight, so we're going off my phone,
Yeah,
and it's on battery, so we couldn't plug in the external mic. So
I
we'll try
brought
to
the
speak
external
up.
mic and the Go mixer, just not the iPad. It's been one of those days.
Yes, Mayhem. Does this guitar look familiar?
That does look familiar. I could have sworn there was one just like it in my basement recently.
So for those who don't know, Mayhem has one of these. Oh man, bad neck. And that's a standard.
Which,
it's not
thank
the
you
Affinity.
again for
Yeah.
loaning that to my buddy Tony. He really appreciates
Yes.
it. Oh, you're getting low battery ping, Ben.
What? Oh.
20%.
It might be a short episode.
This might
tonight,
be
folks.
okay. So we're gonna go until the battery is no longer
She
working.
might be a short episode.
All right.
So quickly.
Grab her, Ben. Yeah.
So
Last
we
thing
can
we
wrap things
kind of
up and
want
we're
to show
gonna
off
get
tonight. We
So
always have
this
cool
is
stuff
groovy.
coming through on consignment.
You know what? I want to start from the other side.
This is something you don't see every day.
My paunch, yeah.
Yeah. So this
Dun, dun, dun,
is
dun, 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 dun,
a
dun.
Schecter 7-string Flying V. Fun fact, it's actually a signature model. Chris Holworth from In This Moment.
Ah.
Yeah, so my honestly favorite thing about it is that you don't know it's a signature model because he didn't put his name on it.
Yeah,
and
there's nothing about it at
yeah.
all to.
It's just a really, really cool
Locking
guitar.
tuners, folks, and what do they call that thing again? A volute. It's
Yeah.
quite the volute to it. Check that. I'm trying to get some light in behind. There we go.
Single EMG 707 and volume, all you need.
Yeah, it's a shred machine.
You know what, Mike Kramer? I don't miss having a tone pot because all I do with tone pots is make sure they're all the way wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a balls to the wall.
Yeah, there's no messing around. There's no guff. Oh, and the 5-ply binding is pretty.
And that spider inlay is pretty awesome.
It is,
Like,
it is.
That looks really funky.
Yeah.
Like, I dig it.
Side markers are nice. So this is previously enjoyed, I believe.
You wouldn't be able to tell by looking at it.
No, that's why I had to ask.
Yeah, it's
Like this thing is mint, folks.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a fingerprint here.
and
but
that's
I'm
probably
sure
right.
if I-
Oh, and a belly cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a flying V with a belly cut.
A
That's
flying
something
V
you don't
with a
see
belly.
every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm looking here and I'm like seeing the most minute, like this about as many little ticks. I don't even call it, like if you took the end of a pin, like which would happen maybe if there was a bit of dirt in a bag during
Oh,
shipping
okay.
from the factory.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not even a swirl. Like and you really have to catch it in light. Like I'm really trying to nitpick this thing and it's not easy.
No, it's an immaculate shape. There's
Yeah.
no
Like-
no buckle rash. Like
No,
nothing.
to the point where I'm being very careful.
This was if
Yeah.
somebody did play it, they were very careful when they did, or they didn't play it much. Yeah, no, that's a.
It's awesome. I've had the chance to spend some personal time with this guitar, and it is so awesome.
You
The
know
only
what?
reason it's not in my collection is just because of the fact that it's a.
I'm even
7-string.
looking like at the screw heads for the adjustment, and there's like
They're immaculate.
yeah,
Like,
and ooh, set screws.
yes.
So
the
yeah,
height
that's
adjustment.
Tone Pros locking.
Yeah.
For the bridge there.
Right. Yeah.
So good.
That. Oh. So in Canadian doll hairs, you folks can have this.
Oh wow,
$4.50, folks.
that's
Yeah.
not bad at all.
Wayne,
I was
anywhere in
definitely
Canada.
expecting a lot more than
Well,
that.
Wayne's in Napanee.
Well, I mean,
So I'm
even
saying,
more
Wayne, do you
convenient.
have a 7-string yet? Because he's been on a buying frenzy for a guy who just started playing guitar again this year, and he's got enough guitars. He's lending out guitars.
Well, it's
Yeah.
it's a heck of a deal. Like,
South
I
Korean
was
made,
actually expecting
2015, I would assume.
Yes, I would assume.
Yeah.
I was expecting a lot more than that, to tell you the truth.
Obviously active. We got
Yep.
yeah, and you know what? If you're really nice, Tim might even throw in an extra battery.
Hey, I probably got one or two kicking around somewhere.
Maybe, but only if you mention Canucks with guitars. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
apparently
There you
that's
go.
the discount code,
It's-
folks. If you mention Canucks with guitars, even for the online order, you get a free 9
Yeah.
volt battery.
Yeah, no, not normally, but
For this guitar.
for this guitar, I could probably set you up.
Yeah.
It's-
I didn't say it was a
it's
new
awesome.
9 volt battery.
This
If
is
you
true.
have one in the drawer, you know, somebody brought in a pedal to be sold used, pulled the battery out of that. Hey, we didn't even have to say it had to have a
No.
charge in it.
No.
It could be a dead 9 volt.
It'll be a 9-volt battery. That you'll
One
get with
free
that
dead
guitar.
9 volt battery. There's the coupon code.
Yeah.
That's what kind of poll we have on YouTube. Do you still have the chat open?
I do. Yeah, I put it back in my pocket
Of course
because
you
it's my chat. But
Yeah.
there
Oh, we got the guitar
we
pit
go.
tuning
so
in.
yeah, you can dive back into that if you want.
All right, let's see here. We're just gonna scroll back a bit. Mayhem, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Wayne, price, don't tease me. So $4.50. Is there any kind of a gig bag or anything, or is it just
no.
came in on its own?
It came in on its own.
All right, so we may throw in a glad bag,
It will be well
or sorry,
packed.
the affordable gig bag.
There we
Well,
go.
that's for walking customers
Yeah.
only, right? And that's because this time of year it could be precipitating outside. Guitar pit mentions the spider inlay. Nice. You know, somebody asked to steal something for you. All right, yeah. Yeah, the problem is they know me too well here. Because I'd still say, bye. You're like, yeah, I see you clearly have a guitar stuffed into your tight jeans, you dumb dumb. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Guitar Pit says, so it's $1,000 minus 200 for the 7th string, minus 200 for the V, minus 200 for the Spider. Yeah. And because you're talking US dollars, we tack on 50, so it's 450 Canadian.
Gotta get it rolled up
And
somehow.
would we have a matching guitar strap for it? You know what, Wayne? I'd come in here and I'd figure something out for you.
Yeah.
Not the Paisley one.
No?
No.
I think the Paisley one. What about
the camo?
I like the Hawaiian flowers. I think the Hawaiian flowers would really work for that.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I was actually kind of thinking that Christmas lace one's probably.
I cannot believe we still have that on the wall.
Well, you know what? It's a good thing we're not gigging this month, otherwise it would be gone. That would be something Shane would buy.
Oh, in his heartbeat. In a heartbeat. That's got Shane.
We'll pull it off and we'll show it off.
In fact, I might buy that for Shane for Christmas.
I mean, it exists, so we need to know about it. This
Yeah.
is a holiday light up Christmas guitar strap.
Oh, I didn't even know it lit. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, what?
It lights
Oh,
up.
yeah.
How do I not already own this? How much is this? Oh, yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah, it's got a little LED
Well,
pack
buddy.
in there.
Oh, boy.
Maybe somebody will get it for you for Christmas this year.
Boy. Wow.
Yeah, put it aside
Yeah.
for me. All right. Apparently, he knows what he's getting for Christmas now.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
That's awesome.
Well, no, don't put it back in stock.
That's going to be my regular
I'll-
gigging
all right.
strap,
We'll
too.
set it up.
Yeah,
We'll
I'll
set
be
it
back
aside
in
for you.
tomorrow for it.
So you're going to set a strap locks put on her.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so we actually have a legit question here.
Absolutely.
So Denny Brio, because I'm not sure if it's Dennis or Denis. I think it's actually Denis Brio out of New Hampshire, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shopping for a PA system.
Okay.
Something big enough for like a 100-seat venue. So, decent sized roadhouse. Any recommendations on speaker and mixer desk?
Okay. What I'm gonna do, if you don't mind, Ben, I'm gonna grab your phone there real quick.
Sure.
And I'm gonna show him this system I have sitting right in front of me.
Apparently you got a text that something arrived today.
Oh, I will grab that. Thank you.
Yeah. Here, I'll follow you.
Yes, let's.
Let's go on a trip. There we go.
So, like a separate mixer console and speakers is always a good option. We really like these combo systems these days, and the JBL Eon 208 is a really, really awesome setup. So you get the 6-channel mixer there. You have 4 inputs on it.
There's the box.
There's the box.
Oh.
375 watts, I believe off the top of my head. 300, I was wrong there. 2 8-inch speakers. The thing I really like about the speakers is you can either use them as your mains, or they have the feet so you can set them up as a monitor.
Wedge
then
monitor or mains,
Run
folks.
a set of powered speakers with it, like, rent a set of EVs from us for $50, and you're good to go. If you wanted like individual powered speakers and mixers, the JBL stuff sounds really good for the money, and we really like the JBL stuff that we're getting.
Nothing wrong with JBL. Listen to me moan as I get back up off the floor. The stuff I do for you folks. And you also have these alto speakers over here.
Yes.
Just for that, why don't we show those after?
That's actually quite the deal on those two.
Yeah, it
Those
is.
are really nice for the money. So $249. They probably can't hear me from way back here.
$259.
$259.
I read the price tag.
Powered 600-watt loudspeaker.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's your mains. There's your monitors.
There you go.
Ding. Yeah, and that you can daisy chain off of it as long. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Beauty.
We love them. So yeah, that's what I mean. That's my personal recommendation right now. Yeah.
Hey, Gussie.
Are sitting here.
We are live from Ardens Music. You know what? I'm just going to do a quick tour of the acoustic room here. We got banjos, we got fiddles, we got mandolins. What you got here? You got some Fender stuff. You've got Beaver Creek I'm seeing. I'm seeing some Takaminis. I'm seeing a Jasmine with a very looking Dane Electro style headstock.
I actually never noticed that before.
Because all of a sudden I'm like, Dane Electro makes acoustics? Yes. We got an Ibanez. Ibanez 12 string.
Fat Daniel headstock.
Thank you. All right, so I wasn't the only one. All right, folks, we're back. And you know what? It's considering it went down to 20%, we're still doing pretty darn good. All right, yeah, there's the straps, your accessories, so your cables. That's the checkout. And now we're going to, boom, flip back. What time is it anyway, sir?
It is 8:26.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. So where are we at here in the chat?
I don't know.
We were back up here somewhere.
Shopping for PA.
Okay.
So we did that, and then talking about.
Yep.
Yep. So far, so good.
Guitar.
RGA.
Cool
Ardens
RGA behind you.
Oh yeah.
Is the RGA 42.
The Dragon's Eye burst.
Yes.
Because I almost bought one of these in February. You may also recognize Dave Byron has the Trem version of this, but this is a hardtail.
It's a
The RGA 42 FM IP-05.
1P.
1P. Yeah, I need glasses. Direct mount pickups, which somebody mentioned I should try that with my Kramer. Direct mount the bridge pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb mentioned that to me.
That's a really pretty guitar, and not only that, it plays just as good as it was.
This neck, folks. Look how thin that neck is. Look it! It's a waffa thin.
It is a super
Beautiful.
nice playing guitar. I've played that many times.
Now, is that a faux binding or is that a real binding? No, that's a faux binding. Or is it?
No, that's real.
Okay.
I'm pretty.
It's a very thin binding because I can see the wood grain. That's what it is.
And then it gets like even wider up here too. So, but
it's like the silicone tape of binding.
there you go.
But that's what it reminds me of. But not that it's a bad thing because with satin finish and such.
No. It looks really good.
They almost look like strap locks already in place, but now you see how it's not very deep.
And I think.
Excellent.
Is that the only Ibanez I have right now?
Oh, they went up.
Geo. I've got a couple of Geos.
These things are selling so well. I think you guys raised the price by $20 because I could have swore they were $529 back in February.
Yeah.
And now they're $549,
So,
and that's okay.
America's still a thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, as much as we would like to avoid.
Yeah, but
you know,
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And I love that
the truss rod cover hatch. That's
very, very.
That should be standard issue on all guitars. I don't like.
Yes, and if you're gonna have the adjustment at the bottom, have the wheel style where I could just stick a screwdriver in there. None of this. I got to disassemble my entire guitar to adjust the truss rod to put it all back together to find out I didn't adjust it enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
But yeah, that's a really slick guitar. Really sharp looking.
So nice.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of anything else we haven't shown off before.
I think it might be time.
Oh, is that a bit of a...
Yeah.
It is.
So...
Well, we were talking about, I said, part of the theme for tonight, live from Ardens, holiday shopping, anyone.
So, we do have a few specials going on. I'm sure you guys would remember this one from the last one.
Yes.
This is the Monarch.
Monarch.
We're both going
so,
on
I'm
about
not
how nice that guitar
going to
is.
say anything about it, but I'm just going to let that sort of do that for a little bit. There we go. Just want to make sure everybody can see that there.
And I just want to see what... Oh, dang!
Yeah, that's a substantial
so
markdown.
Yeah. In store.
Like, it's pretty much...
In store. If you come and see me, we can set you up with that guitar.
Yes. So if you are local... I keep thinking of someone outside the door, but it's the ribbon on the holiday ribbon.
I know, and it's the worst when
because it looks like someone reaching for the door.
Yeah.
All right. So as I was saying, let's say Richie and I are going to share a sandwich. I'm a nice, fair guy, so where I'm going to slash that sandwich, much like that price, it's pretty much...
I lost the chat, live chat. There we go.
In half.
Just about.
Yeah.
That's a substantial discount, I would say.
Yeah.
Brian Fingerless Guitar. This white LTD is an amazing guitar, and it's a classic Les Paul. But
the EC256?
Right.
Yeah.
The 256s have always been a solid option. This one push-pull, so you're splitting your coils up here. Volume and 2 volumes in a tone, or I would think 2 volumes in a tone with this guitar.
Probably, so you can do that.
Yeah, so you can do the Tom Morello and all that fun
stutter switch.
Set neck, which is, I mean, standard for a Les Paul this time.
They do the volutes too, I noticed.
They do.
So they don't want their headstocks breaking off.
No, they don't. And so for $559, this...
We are now at 10% battery, folks. And I think you have a consumer, sir. I saw headlights. Either that or it could be fans.
I mean, it might be the UFOs.
It could be that too. So what was
Could be
the
Could be anything.
Honesty check. What's the worst guitar I have in stock right now?
559 Canadian?
There's no
for
such
that.
thing as a bad guitar. Only bad guitar players.
I
Ooh.
totally stand by that notion.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine recently. We were talking about another guitar player we knew.
I'm going to do an interesting thing, Richie and I.
Mhm.
Pick out the guitar on the wall you are least likely to buy, other than the 7-string V that we showed off earlier. That doesn't count. But because this is just shows like there's nothing bad, but
What it, like? Are
personal
we saying
taste.
like just because it's out of character, or just because
Yeah, like-
I would need it the least?
you would need it the
'Cause,
least?
like,
You know, maybe the
I'm
color-
not gonna buy a Strat. 'cause
Maybe
I
the
already have a
color
Strat that I
displeases
really
you.
like.
You know,
Right.
like you find something offensive about that personal, you know, on a personal level for that
All
single
right,
one.
all right. That's really hard because there actually isn't anything in here that I don't like.
I got mine.
Shoot, I wish I had eyed that up. Yeah, that's
Oh,
probably
wow.
a good pick.
What's with that?
Yeah.
I mean, other than, you know, it kind of, okay, yeah, no, that actually, at first I thought it was cool, but the way it wabashes
Yeah.
the finish, I don't like it.
I'll
all right.
trump you then.
So, the verdict is in, Tim.
Now, bear with me here. My reasons are this is a step up from the old Les Paul 100s. I will say that.
Absolutely.
Okay,
this is a
it's got the same
huge-
effect.
It's the replacement for the Les Paul 100, but it's a huge step up from what the Les Paul 100.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of like how much guitar you're getting. Like this is a lot
And
more
see,
guitar.
you know what the thing,
than
I'm
Les
not even
Paul
going to play
100s.
it because it's all
Now-
for me just perspective. Any of the...
Well, all right, I want to hear. What was your reason for picking?
All right, so it's got zebra pickups. I don't like zebra pickups.
All right.
And the way the teardrop, it's so filled in here.
Mm-hmm.
This just reminds me of Les Paul knockoffs from Sears in the 80s. They all had that overdone cherry burst, and none of them had it. You need the pickguard to offset all this red. Other than that, I dig the mirror top knobs. I'd probably pull these off of a guitar when you're not looking and swap them on to say, like, if I was going to buy just the Epiphone Standard that doesn't have the mirror top. So I prefer them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the look of that. It gives it that classic
Yeah.
Les Paul look.
And like, I don't mind the dot inlays. I'm used to that by now. I've seen enough specials and stuff.
Yeah,
I can handle the dot. So basically, it's just the burst and the fact there's zebra pickups. Like, there's not much. Like, literally, that's what we're down to. Oh, and at first, this I like.
Yeah, I really like that. The lack of the neck plate.
Yes.
We'll show you that close
And
up.
it's
Check
been
that out.
relief too.
It's yeah, it's kind of
but-
contoured, cut in there, but no neck plate.
The
just,
problem with that is
ferrules.
the wood is much darker grain there, right? It took the paint difference, so I see a definite color change there, and I don't like that.
My
I'm
reasons-
turning into Henning Pauly in the fact that I'm
My
taking at the most
reasonings
minute
here-
little.
I'm not the biggest and fussiest person in the world on bolt neck Les Pauls. It doesn't sit right with me. I also don't like Les Pauls without binding. That was it. It was really hard to find a guitar and anything negative
And
to
I didn't
say
even
about
pick
it.
this thing.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, like, that's a nice looking axe, man.
And
like,
honestly, like, you plug it in.
What the deuce?
and
This is
they
actually somewhat
sound
balanced
good.
too.
like,
Pardon?
Oh, it's a
anyways, it's
bolt-on
the
neck.
Studio
Oh,
LT
okay.
by Epiphone.
That's why the bass is different.
And the other big one, look what it's missing. See, that was one of the big things I went, you know what, if there was a guitar in here that I wasn't going to buy, it'd be that one, because it doesn't say Les Paul on the headstock.
Oh, JJ's House of Jams is here.
JJ's House of Jams. Hey, guys.
And just to remind you folks, we're on battery power. We're losing battery.
hold up now.
We're losing battery by the minute. So,
Same guitar, different color.
but it has the Les Paul logo.
Oh my god. I
Alright.
did not even realize that.
So, we're not exactly sure what the difference
Alright,
is
so
here,
we'll
but
add that to our list. The fact they didn't silk screen the Les Paul signature on there.
Huh.
I'm not sure if there's a difference, but
Yeah.
like whether, yeah. Something in a first batch and the next batch, they're like, oh shoot, we forgot to Les Paul the headstock.
Well, Tim
Yeah,
hasn't
no.
noticed yet. Oh yeah, but Richie just did. So.
Yeah, and it's just on the cherry burst ones. Like,
So while they're putting them away, I'm just gonna say again, yes, we're low on battery power, so the show could end at any time. We're not gonna do a wrap up. So yeah, keep out coming with requests and stuff like that. Tim's rocking the chat. We'll start grabbing guitars real fast, showing them off. You know, we were talking about this one off air. I dig the black. Oh man, there's that neck again. Man, they're just, oh, it's an Infinity, that's why. I like the black with this kind of stone pickguard type thing. It's cool. I like it. Oh, and it's, oh, you got the more, it's the hybrid, we'll call it.
Hybrid.
You know, it's not the
Yeah.
stamped steel, but they're still kind of a vintage style, but they're cast. Yeah, very cool color combo. I assume no coil tap because it's an
No.
Infinity series, yeah. But easy enough mod to do, probably.
I mean, just buy yourself a push-pull pot and clip a couple wires.
This was the guitar I
Or
was
80 style and put a
commenting
mini
earlier.
toggle
Hey,
between
there you
two
go.
of them.
It's a really understated but sophisticated look.
Yeah.
Like, I really dig that look. It's sharp. Very, very sharp.
Hey, Soda Pop. And sorry, yeah, we're barely keeping up on the chat, but
Yeah,
Tim's
there's
on
a
it,
lot.
but-
I'm trying, man. There's
yeah,
a lot
it's
going
okay.
on here.
It's quite all right.
Wow,
So
that is weird.
people know we're
Best
doing a
Telly,
road
best
show,
Telly,
folks.
yes.
And we showed that off before. We showed that off before.
Show the best kick-ass telly in the store. I think we did that already. It was the orange sparkle one.
But did we? See, I didn't think you could even get it classified anymore.
You
Ah,
still can.
that's why.
They still sort of float around here
Yeah,
and there.
yeah.
But
So this
Yeah,
must have been,
so-
you found this in the warehouse, didn't you?
somewhere.
Because I'm just
dig
looking at the
deep
model
in
year and such.
a hole under a few different boxes. I mean,
You know, things get lost in the warehouse, folks. If you'd seen the size of it, it's like the size of what, 10 aircraft hangars at least? I don't know.
at least.
You know, you gotta supply 3 stores.
That
Jesus.
is an amazing guitar for the money.
Yeah.
I have always kicked myself for not picking one of those up, and
Oh,
now that we
shoot,
have
yeah.
one back in the store, it's a daily struggle, guys.
Other than, yeah, I'm not big on the high gloss neck, but that's just
Well,
me, obviously.
I mean, that's 10 minutes and steel wool will fix that. But
Yeah. Yeah, because actually that's what I do. I steel wool
Yeah.
it to a satin, and then once it takes some grime, steel wool it again and again, you know, and eventually it'll be bare wood.
but then it'll be even better.
And then it'll be even better.
So yeah, I think we'll show off one more cherry burst here. Just because it's cool and I like it.
Okay, you show off that
Yes. Yes.
one. Here.
Yes.
Do you want him on the chat or?
Yeah,
here,
you,
oh.
no, you can do that.
All right, so what we
This
had here.
guitar is so nice.
You know what?
It's a Les Paul, man. Like,
Did you feel the weight of this thing?
Yeah, I was playing it.
Yeah.
It's-
Jeez Louise. Like, they did
All
not
right.
make this
I am
into
not
a...
the hugest fan in the world of Cherry Burst Les Pauls, especially Epiphone Cherry Burst Les Pauls, because traditionally the red was always too opaque. This
However-
is that classic translucent red at the edge of the burst that you expect
Yeah.
when you see, like, it just, you can see the wood grain right through it clearly. I don't know how well it's going to show on the camera,
Yeah,
unfortunately, but
I'm trying.
it is, this is a beautiful,
Yeah, you can see the grain right
beautiful
there.
guitar.
it is. It really
It's much more
is.
translate. So it's a plain top,
And
obviously.
it plays fabulously.
But it's a nice.
So-
You know what? That is a nice.
It plays absolutely wonderfully. It looks just.
Keep it up on the chat. Thin line is $5.99 Canadian plus the tax. Mr. Guitar Hack, this is our Fender Player Telecaster.
Look at that neck.
Super, super awesome guitar. Like Ben just said, look at the neck. We'll look at the neck.
Just look. So this is a 2-piece body, 2-piece mahogany, but it looks like a single piece
So
top.
again, super thin lacquered finish on there. Awesome.
Unlike Gibson.
Love all of the player stuff. So there's a player telly, and I have a player Stratocaster as well with the humbucker. Right here. This player Strat with the hum. That super awesome 2-point trem that they're putting on the player stuff now. I absolutely love it.
Like I have on my American Strat.
Like,
Way better.
yeah, it's just night and day difference.
You know what? Speaking of 2-point, is that a 2-point on a Squire Bullet?
It is. Oh, that's a fixed bridge.
Oh, it's a hardtail. All right, there we go.
All right, we figured it out. We got
Never
it.
mind. That's all.
Wow.
I was like,
I'm surprised I picked that up with my eyes.
I know.
I was like,
I was
wait a
looking
minute.
for back here. I'm like, is it really?
I'm like,
I don't
oh, the
think
trem
so.
bar's missing. Oh wait, no, that's another screw.
No, that explains it. The good folks at Arden always put the trem bar on if there is a trem bar option.
So, Strat price, that one I believe, $820?
$849.
$849.99.
Not bad, not bad.
Same thing with the player telly,
Yep.
$849.99. And like, we love the player series. Like,
We do.
Yeah, they're
just
fantastic instruments.
so.
Well, it's what the Mexicans were 25 years
yeah,
ago.
they brought them back. They really
Yeah,
have.
back when it was literally all the same hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only mod I would do to it is change out the saddles, because
Yeah.
I don't like vintage saddles. But see, again, it's like
Oh.
the inventory. It's all just personal stuff for me. You know, it's like, and I know it's my idiosyncrasy. It's not design flaw. Wow, that's a good size chunk of metal in the back.
Oh, they've got that's a pretty big
decent
block.
sized block.
Yep.
Holy shoot!
Sustains for days. I don't remember if that one has the coil tap on it or not.
No.
No. Okay. Some of the players do. Some of the player series have a coil tap on them. I know the Jazzmaster does.
You know, one thing I would like to see Fender incorporate is, rather than the push-pull, the push-push.
Yeah.
That is nifty. Like,
Yeah.
Music Man's been doing that a lot
Cool.
lately. I know too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
You realize as soon as you go to the washroom when we're off air, we're mixing them all up on you, dude.
So yeah, I was gonna say something about the performance, but then I forgot. I mean, aside from the fact that the new Performer series are an amazing, amazing guitar and amazing value, like
Yeah, like we were
Yeah.
discussing that on our way here, and then we discussed it with you here.
yeah,
The fact that we were convinced, folks, for the price point, they were probably largely built in Mexico and then assembled in the U.S. And then we looked at them, and no, they're fully
No,
U.S.
they're
built, but they're
US built.
1,500 Canadian. So that's like 1,050, 1,100 U.S.
yeah. So
So there's your American
absolutely
standard replacement at that price point, we'll say,
Yeah.
right?
absolutely, yeah,
At the price
and they're super awesome. So I've got these two here.
That Mustang.
The Mustang.
That
is,
Mustang.
They do
We're
a
back to
telly in
Mustang.
that same color. So the telly
Really?
in the satin sonic blue with the
Don't tell
rosewood
me these
neck.
things.
What?
You can get it
Yeah.
with a humbucker in the neck, and the humbucker has a coil tap on it. So I'm torn between the two right now, to be honest.
But it's not a maple neck, though.
It's not a maple neck.
All right.
So a full rosewood neck.
Full neck.
I'm not going to become
Rosewood board.
overwhelmed with
Maple.
compulsion and just absolutely have to get.
Yeah.
I can resist a rosewood board, but if that was a maple board with a sonic blue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would like a
yeah.
maple fretboard on a rosewood neck, please.
That-
Just to change
I
things
mean,
up.
you know what? I'm surprised somebody hasn't done that yet.
But yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna save that idea for my signature when I get it. Thank you.
If I don't come out with another one first.
There you go.
I want
Yeah.
a Brazilian rosewood neck with a Canadian maple fretboard.
Or we'll check out the status of your build and see where we're at. Maybe you'll get a rosewood neck with a maple fretboard.
It's pugnacious.
Alright, so let's go back to the chat here for a sec, see what you guys are up to.
I'm gonna play that Mustang.
We have
How
moderators
much
for a
the
reason.
Strat?
Hey,
How
Shauna
much
Marie
for the Guardian
sings.
in the Reno? Lights for
Oh,
Garland.
just so nice.
Canadian pricing, I see.
Yep.
Good, yes.
Thank you for pointing that out.
It is
sir.
Canucks with guitars, folks.
Very much so. Yeah. So.
Because we're the Canucks and he's got the guitars. Well, Sean, thanks again.
Yeah.
You know what?
I think that's about it for the new stuff. I might haul that amp over here and just run it over the camera real quick and save us from moving phone again.
Sure.
I'm super excited about these two, and I'm sure your YouTube community is aware of these amps.
And I'm just going to quickly say, Christmas idea, 200 Canadian. Ah. That's right. Basic Jackson, no locking nut, But 200 Canadian, folks. And again, beautiful neck. It's got a bit of a relief in here as well. Like 200 Canadian. I can't.
And then something we don't normally do, but I'll do it anyway. I'll lock the amp in front of the camera. Our Champ 50 XLs are in. We've got a bunch of them. I'm sure you guys have heard about these amps by now.
Ooh,
if you're looking
looking at that in the back.
Yeah,
can we show that
cool?
off too? Look at the speaker, folks.
Got a Celestian, what did they call it? A Midnight 60?
It's a G12N60, so a 60 watt G12.
Yeah.
Okay, Celestia, I'm just looking up at the top there. Made in a country of origin. Can't read. I think it said India for some reason. Can you read that right in there?
China.
Oh, China. Well, that makes more sense.
Yep. So yeah, super awesome little practice amp. Kicking amp, even at 50 watts, like why wouldn't you? This thing sounds so good. And I wish we had
Sorry, what's the price point on that Canadian?
So Canadian, 279.
279 Canadian, folks, and you got yourself a nice little 112 combo amp. You know, that would be a great little amp for the practice space where, and then, you know, like I'll bring out, say maybe I'll bring out my Blues Deluxe to gig with, but I leave that at Richie's place for training practice. You know?
Absolutely.
No muss, no fuss.
Not at all.
Great for jam. Light, too.
Super light, so light.
Open back.
And like the...
Which is kind of the Fender trademark.
Yeah.
The open back. Yes, Richie, I know. You want it bad. That is not going to be your Christmas present.
It's everything I would ever want in a Mustang.
Yeah.
Except the tortoise guard.
Go for it.
All right.
If it had a tortoise guard, I'd be
Beautiful,
bankrupting
yes.
myself.
Yes, hint for Amanda. No, I can't expect Amanda to spend $200 on a guitar for me. Jesus Christ, no. Oh, let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone's saying hey.
You know, if we still got battery power, there's a guitar.
Yeah, you guys can go for that.
Just because.
Push push is the one true pot. Super useful. Guitar Pit says, yeah. Great stuff. Yeah,
So we don't normally look at a whole lot of acoustics on this show, but this guitar, I just saw it and it was like, ah, look at that!
It's cool.
Oh, somebody just asked to see that Mustang. Go to the beginning of the show, Soda Pop.
Yeah.
Was it Soda Pop that
it
said
was Soda Pop.
Okay, go back to the beginning of the show, Soda
Look
Pop.
at that.
We did it in depth at the beginning.
Yeah.
And we're on that.
That's
We've got a video coming up for that guitar here soon anyway, once we get that uploaded.
so satiny
you can check
goodness.
that out then.
And you know what? I saw this in there and it just caught my eye. I'm like, that's a sharp guitar. So it's the Ibanez PF18.
Alright, so Tim's doing administrative stuff, folks, so that means we have room to shop.
And it's you know what? For a $269 guitar, that is absolutely, this is just beautiful. This is a really, 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 really beautiful guitar.
This has got to be an ebony board.
That is
Ebonol. Ebonol. Sounds like a fuel additive. No, with Ebonol.
But yeah, so the same idea as like a Richlite. It's like a pressed lacquer resinized paper, and I love it actually. I think it's
Nice Ibanez.
I love it.
It looks like an old pair of jeans
You
on
know
the
what?
sides.
That, just the satin on the headstock even.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Like, it's just sharp.
Yeah.
It's a really
Nice compensated bridge.
Really sharp guitar.
Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 piece if we count all the way down to the very nub. So there's 1, 2, and then they used a few to make.
Yeah, it's
Gold. But that's fine.
That's a beautiful guitar.
I'm not a hypocrite in that. So Rich, I pulled this off the wall.
It's got a lot of strings.
It does. And it comes with extra strings, lots of knobs. Like Jesus, folks, check out this thing. No guard. We've got, I'm going to assume volume, and a 3-band EQ where they had to double up one of the pots because they ran out of room. Ooh, with the middle dent, which is nice. So it's probably a boost / cut. That one has one too. Oh, that one does too. And these obviously are volume because they don't. Oh, they all have them. Oh, except for that one. So I don't know what it is. It could be a 4-bit. You got some kind of little micro switch here. Look at this board. Look at this glossiness. Squire 5-string jazz bass. Nice satin finish on the back, very similar to the way my Mexican Telly was. Active pickups, I'm guessing, otherwise we just have a place to store a battery. I don't know about that, Will. I still got other stuff I gotta do tonight. He's like, when your battery dies, rush home and continue the live stream.
There, so for whoever was asking there just a minute ago, here's another run by that beautiful new Performer Series Mustang.
Because he's in love with it.
In satin. Yes, yes, a beautiful, beautiful satin sonic blue. And you know what, the camera just isn't even capturing the breathtakingness of it. It is one of the prettiest guitars I have ever laid eyes on. No exaggerations. It is a marvelous piece of guitar.
Keep talking, I'll be there in a sec.
Yeah, what else we got here?
Alright, so I got a handful of great little gift ideas.
Great gift ideas for the guitar player in your family.
Alright, so
or for you to tell people to
first
get
off,
for you.
a nice little clip-on tuner by D'Addario
Clip-on tuner by D'Addario. The Eclipse clip-on tuner.
for 25 bucks.
Retailing for 25 bucks. It'll clip on, it'll tune, it's quiet, it's bright. It's everything you need. 25 bucks. Everybody needs to be in tune.
We have a Hercules wall hanger. I do enjoy the Hercules brand. As long as-
Hercules guitar wall hanger. Plus.
again, 25 bucks.
25 bucks. Hang your guitars on the wall with pride.
If
Show
you're going
those
to give
works
this
of
to
art
someone as
off.
a gift, I recommend bundling it with a stud finder.
Yes. Yes.
Now, for your acoustic players, D'Addario Humidipack 2-way humidification system. Interesting
That's
little,
like pretty groovy.
yeah, 40 bucks Canadian for the whole little dealio right there, right?
And it contains one headstock pouch, one sound hole pouch,
Favorite product in the store, bar none.
Cool.
and
So
3
apparently,
maintenance kits.
This is Tim's favorite
Yes.
product in the store, bar none. Forget about all these guitars and amplifiers, and
I have had to pay to have a crack fixed on an acoustic guitar.
I have a cracked acoustic guitar.
It sucks and
Yeah.
it's terrible. And these humidipacks are like a set and forget. You know, you toss them in your case and you buy a new set every 6 months and you don't even have to worry about it. And I mean,
And you have the refills as well.
we have the refills as well. It's, I mean, to protect your investment, it's no reason why you shouldn't get these. I mean, we've all used the plastic ones with the sponge and everything
Yeah.
like that in them. And I mean, they work.
They
They're
work
great
until you
for-
forget to change it for a
Exactly.
week because you've been playing
Yeah.
electric and it's been minus 40, so you've had the wood stove going and now
Yeah.
your guitar's cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I mean, even the sponges in them. I mean, it's good, but I mean, how realistically, how dry is that sponge?
I really
gonna
should get
and
some.
how quick?
I should
You
really should.
really should.
Yeah.
And these, I mean, like it says, 2-way humidification system. So if there's too much
Yeah, because I
humidity
rarely
in
play
there,
my acoustics.
it'll pull it out. If you have not enough humidity, it'll release it back.
See, I like that idea.
This
That's really for
is
guitar players. It's
great.
idiot proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next,
So, Fender, you have one of these, do you not?
I had the Gibson one.
Yep. Okay. Fine. But yeah, it's I just went over and I saw this. I felt the quality of it, and I went, dang, not too shabby. So for $7, nice little microfiber cloth for polishing up your gits.
Yeah, you can tell it's the good microfiber because it feels like Velcro on all of the
Yep.
dry skin.
Exactly.
It's Canada in the winter, folks.
Available in Battleship Gray.
$6.99, $7 Fender cloth for polishing and cleaning, and I mean, I guess you could really bathe with it too if
You
you
got the
got
polish
depends.
for $7.99 as well.
For another $7.99, you can even get the polish with it too.
Let's see that. That is your Fender guitar polish. What does it have in it? Warning, contains petroleum distillates. So it's got something to eat up grease and stuff. So yeah, don't eat it. Keep
Don't
it away from
drink
kids.
it.
Shake well.
Don't try and light it on fire.
It's 4 ounces, which is apparently approximately 118 milliliters. Right out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Yeah, for $8.
Fender polish.
Very cool. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, now I did check out, and this is just generic in general, but I do prefer brass. A Fender slide.
Yes.
Right? $10 Canadian, so it's about
That's not bad.
$7 US. You got brass, you got stainless or chrome or whatever the hell it was, nickel, who knows. You know, it's like white, it's not goldy. And then you got your glass ones as well. They're all $10 a piece. I recommend this because glass, you drop it once, that's it, right?
Yeah. I've never had good luck with glass slides.
No.
I prefer glass slides, but
Yeah, like
I get sick of
I remember
buying
last
glass
year I
slides.
was gigging a bit with a glass slide there, and then one night I was just like, you know what? No, because it was on a semi-wobbly table. I'm like, no, it's just going to tip over. If it doesn't break tipping over, it's going to roll off and smash.
Great.
So yeah, it's a nice, not too thick, so it looks like it wouldn't be too, you know, some of them, if the metal's too thick, it feels too heavy around the finger.
See, I like a really good thing. Like, that's the brass slide I have. I'm not super.
That one's not bad.
Yeah, I think that's what it sounds
It's a
like.
touch thinner than mine, but then again, I've had the same slide
In case
since
anyone's wondering, the
1990.
actual wall thickness is 1.5 millimeters,
There we go.
and
Yeah, that'd
inside diameter of 19 millimeters. So
it's a good pinky slide.
Very fingerly endowed. It may not exactly fit, but
No. But we have bigger slides for that. Whoa!
there you go, man. I'll just
They
swing
say
that off.
Kick
at you.
saving a beauty. So how are we doing on time here? How are we still on?
I
It's
don't know how we're outlasting the
51
battery.
minutes in, so we got to be getting there on time. Hey, Captain Smith just jumped in.
Battery's got to be second fumes at this point.
Let's see here. You guys rock. Good night. Good. Hey, Craig. Good to see you. Yeah, we've been ignoring the chat a lot because Tim's over there counting the...
Sorry.
You should see he's wading through the piles of money from today's sales, folks. We appreciate the support. All right, the Brinks truck is rolling up a beep, beep as we speak. Yeah. And so, yes, I'm trying to read from the phone here. Hey, Citizen Kane. Good to see ya. Been a while, buddy. Old Guys Guitar Vlogs. Yes, everyone, if you want to shout out now, let me know. Because we've shown off pretty much all the guitars we're going to show off. What you playing on there?
I believe it is a
Baritone uke?
baritone ukulele, if I'm not mistaken.
It's amazing
Just
how much a
made me
baritone
painfully
uke...
aware of the fact I have absolutely no idea what the actual tuning of a ukulele is.
So baritone ukes, that's actually to the lowest strings of your guitar. So D, G, B, E.
Oh, really? So I could actually
Yeah.
play that then?
So
I don't know.
But and not upside down like
not
a
upside down,
mandolin.
no. So you're
All right.
This is a Vibraprint, that same idea.
yes.
Till next time, folks. Aloha. And so long. From Canucks Guitars.
Have a great one, folks. Cheers. Rock on. Hold those doors open. Let that guy in ahead of you in traffic. Do good things. Good things will happen. All right. He's cool.
Bye,
He's got a toque on.
guys.
Yeah, the battery's about to die, too. We're getting all choppy all the timing. So, till next time, folks. Cheers. Rock on. Be good to each other. Cheers.